Fiends, we are here for the continuation and the conclusion of AEW Collision Holiday Match on TNT from Manchester, England in the Co-op Live Arena. As the Continental Classic continues, the Mercedes-Benz defends the RevPro Undisputed British Heavyweight Championship, and Eddie Kingston goes one-on-one with Nathan Cruz before we bid you farewell into the Christmas season to see you on Dynamite 34th Street as the continuation of the Continental Classic ensues. Welcome, everybody, to the watch-along. Hello, everybody. Noah Foster, Walter Cruz, the reliable, super reliable here at American Wrestling, JJ Williams. We're here once again bringing you continued coverage of the Continental Classic, kicking things off with Continental Classic action in the Gold League as Jungle Jack Perry takes on Speedball My Belly. Thank you for those that are tuning in. Please like, subscribe, comment, and tell a friend. You want to dictate the conversation, super chat or PayPal of passions. It truly is as simple as that. Gentlemen, good to see y'all once again. We got one last hour of professional wrestling before we head into the next week as Jungle Jack Perry looks for his first 3 points in the Gold League. As the Continental Classic is really in deep right now. It's must-win territory for everybody. And I'll explain those rules here, folks, shortly. Let's go ahead and get some thoughts real quick from Walter and JJ. JJ, how you doing, bruv?
I'm doing good, sir. It's always fun to be here. It's fun to be back in the regular watch-along rotations.
Right? I missed you.
I miss y'all too, for real.
And, of course, we always have the hardest working man working 24/7, 365, day and night, 1 or 2 jobs at a time, Mr. Reliable, Walter Cruz, as he looks to level up ahead of the new year. Walter, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Looking forward to Collision with you folks.
And again, folks, this collision is 1 hour long. This is the conclusion of the AEW Dynamite Collision Holiday Bash Tour in the UK as Speedball My Belly raises up and gets ready to fight. For those that don't know, this is a round-robin tournament of 6 people across 2 blocks, the Gold League and the Blue League. Each match, of course, is a time limit match with points on the line. 20 minutes on the clock, 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw. We've already seen a draw during this year's tournament, and, of course, 0 for a loss. And the integrity and the importance of this tournament has been held up since 2023, where if anyone gets involved as seconds are banned from ringside, they're basically fired from AEW. In the Continental Classic evolution since the inaugural tournament, it is the top 2 scores of each league that move on to World's End to the semifinals. The top of the gold will face the semi of the blue. The top of the blue will face the semi of the gold. Those 2 matches, those winners will culminate in our finals at World's End as well to crown this year's winner of the Continental Classic. Reigning and defending Continental Classic champion, Continental and Unified champion, Kazuchika Okada. We'll see him in action later tonight as we get ready for Jungle Jack Perry versus Speedball My Belly. Jack Perry definitely needs to get on the board, or just like Roderick Strong, he basically is eliminated. Bell rings are underway. What I love about AEW during this time of year is the competitive nature brought out everybody here. Mutual bow of respect here with these 2.
I just like that nobody can ever interfere. I like that threat. I wish that was all year long. No more interference, damn it. Stop ruining good matches.
Well, I mean, again, when AEW focuses more on their bread and butter, in-ring competition, you really see it shine during these tournament settings. And, of course, you can be part of the conversation using hashtag AEW Collision on the X. But please let subscribe, comment, and tell a friend. Share the stream on all your social media feeds to let people know we do this for all the biggest shows across all things wrestling. Shout out WFAM, WWE, NXT, TNA, ROH, AEW, independent promotions, including to Wrestling Evolver, JCW, GCW, and HLG. Still made in the early going here as Jack Perry is favoring that ankle. This is the first ever one-on-one matchup, by the way, with these 2. Of course, the first time they met each other was literally back in October with the $400,000 8-man tag. And, of course, Jesse and Jurassic Express won that night. And you can see the standings across the bottom of your screen for the Gold League. As, again, you saw it is a dead heat right now in the Gold League with a 4-way tie at 6 points.
Yeah, I started putting it. I figured it would be smart to just put it on the bottom while it's scrolling during the matches with the points they have.
Over here, jumping referee Bryce Rensburg for this contest. We've already seen one time in that draw, of course, Konosuke Takeshita and Claudio Castagnoli. And speaking of those 2 men in the Blue League, they are tied right now at the top of the block at 7 points, while Orange Cassidy and John Moxley now join them at 6 points. Mascara Dorada is at 3. Roderick Strong is effectively eliminated, but can still play spoiler, JJ, even though he has 0.
Yeah, spoiler is the key at this point in the tournament. You know, there's no chance in hell of Jungle Jack Perry winning the tournament at this point.
And it's one
but he can prevent people from being
Yep.
able to accomplish more points and get ahead.
And of course, the Continental Classic continues on Wednesday. AEW Dynamite 34th Street now made official. Roderick Strong will take on Mascara and Kenosi Takeshita will take on Freshly Squeezed Orange Cassidy.
Jungle Jack Perry is going to have the bastard pack.
Oh boy. What happens when a freaking Tarzan boy
Ooh, Mina.
Bastard.
Mina and Marina. That's going to be a hard one to call.
The problem versus what everybody wants. Does Mina Shirakawa have a solution to the problem? Most lethal female combatant in the AEW Women's Division. We'll find out. Special start time, by the way, folks. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Wednesday night. Bring it off the top row of the moonsault, go Speedball.
Oh, shit. There's Noah's segment of Wednesday. Face-to-face interview. Chris Statlander and Jamie Hayter. Noah's going to have to make a choice.
And right now, Jack Perry needs to make a choice of getting back up on the floor or just laying from my belly, take a counter. Speedball won't take that. Also, MJF will be in action as, of course, he returned this past Wednesday, putting his name on the dotted line and turning the Men's World Championship match in a fatal four-way. A lot of candidates down on 34th Street this coming Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And stay tuned,
He's
folks.
knocking the rust off.
Oh!
He is knocking the rust off. I don't know how smart that was to put yourself in a fatal four-way. You should have said, I'm going to make it known I'm cashing in, but I'm going to wait till somebody wins the triple threat. Then it's one-on-one with me. That way you tire that person out.
Considering MJF right now is trying to prove a point to him and Adam Page, get revenge against Samoa Joe, and also show Swerve Strickland whose house it truly is, it's justified. And again, justified right now, full commercial break, fuck television, the Continental Classic continues. You got to look at all the threads here that connect Maxwell Jacob Freeman to these three men. Two of these men who's already been in the ring with, one of which he's also pretty much just fought forever since day one. While the other, he has yet to face, but who went to WWE. While the other one fried in AEW. Who started here versus who came over. A lot of interwoven pieces here. Shout out to Lone Star Friend and Darren G and Nathan Banks in the chat. Hello once again, everybody. Hope that you all are doing well and enjoying your holiday festivities with us with professional wrestling, damn it! And again, as JD so alluded to, big schedule coming this week for AEW Dynamite 34th Street. Again, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, start time from the Hammerstein Ballroom. So plan along with us accordingly on that fine Christmas Eve. The gifts that professional wrestling keeps on giving all the way to World's End, which is next week, Saturday night, of course. And, of course, we'll be covering it here. No idea who I'm covering it with, but it doesn't matter because I love covering WWE pay-per-views. And City Predicting, the final City Predicting of the year, City Predicting World's End will be 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday night because, of course, Thursday is Christmas. As we are back here at Holiday Bash, Gold League action, Speedball Mike Belly, and Jungle Jack Perry with the missile drop kick at the corner. Jack Perry trying to get on the board. Speedball trying to turn this into, imagine this, guys. If Speedball wins, we'll have a 5-way tie at 6 points.
I don't think I've ever seen that, right? That's never been done.
Next kick. I'm pretty sure you're right there, Walter. Round kick by Speedball Mike Billy. Of course, multifaceted in mixed martial arts. And the running shooting star press connects the cover, hook on the far leg, and a 2 count. Shout out, by the way, to Nathan McGinnis. Of course, they are over in UK, his home country. Great match last night against Wheeler Yuta in the open challenge, beating him with the jawbreaker lariat. Thank you for those that tune in to our little exhibition watch along with that. Nice Falcon arrow by Speedball, looking to go up to the top rope. And of course, Speedball getting already 6 points, overcoming Kyle Fletcher and his tag partner in Jet Speed, Kevin Knight, looking for the, was looking for ultimate weapon, but Jet Perry got out of the way. Back in, back leg trip, and now Speedball, And watch out, standing. Ooh. Again, Jack Perry, great scouting. Sidestep. On the outside, Jack Perry trying to follow up again. Catching Speedball with a forearm. Stupid leg, though. And that leg sweep is always a difference maker. But so is this position, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. Oh, boy. Jack Perry, you might
coming.
want to get out of the way. Oh! Holding himself there. No, destroyer on the apron.
I think he heard you from way in Ohio, Noah.
Well, I mean, whether you're in Ohio or in Canada, AEW starts their Canadian tour next year in April, apparently, across Winnipeg, Edmonton, and Vancouver. Of course, Vancouver will be the home of AEW Dynasty, Sunday, April 12th. You see again how Jack Perry is still favoring that leg. Been favoring that leg pretty much at the beginning of the match.
Wow.
And of course, Jack Perry, JJ, was not an original entrant here. He was the replacement for Darby Allin.
Correct. And I still think that he got gypped by having to take Darby's 0 points, not getting to have that match ran back himself.
Well, I mean, the jury is out whether or not that match would ever be run back. But think about this, JJ. He's coming in towards the very beginning. So it was one match in. I've seen a G1 climaxes where someone hasn't competed. Everyone else just got basically 3 points or 2 points to the forfeit. I think this is justified here because it gives another competitor a chance. But it also makes even the Continental class a bit more unpredictable because you've already had Eaton Crow, both of you, once. And Jack Perry could also play spoiler for somebody here, including Speedball at this point. If Jack Perry beats Speedball, again, woof, we still got a 4-way tie at 6 points, and Jack Perry is on life support but still alive. German suplex with a Phantom on leg and a 2 count.
For agreeing to replace somebody last second, he should have been given a handicap, like at least 1 point.
There are no free points given in the Continental Classic. Everything is earned here. You see right now, again, the extra leverage, though, that Jack Perry was unable to get with that one leg was the way Speedball was able to kick out of that hold. Oh, catching him with that thrust kick. Looking for that running knee. And Perry again going up to the top rope. And Speedball might be looking for the Flamingo driver. And Jack Perry out the back doors, roll up, cover, and no weight on the shoulders.
Nice.
Break free, jackknife, float over, roll through. Jack Perry, though, looking for the snare trap. And got it at the STF.
Uh-oh. You better make it to the ropes, Bailey.
He's got to really turn his body a whole different direction to find the ropes. And Speedball able to force the break. But again, Jack Perry staying on the attack, bringing back towards center, looking for the snare trap again. Speedball reversal, inside cradle, half leg. And Jack Perry able to escape. That's the tornado kick. Oh, catch with a rolling elbow.
Oh, that was smart. You missed the kick and immediately threw an elbow.
I was saying, didn't go for the rebound kick. PK follow through. Now Speedball again has Jack Perry in a very vulnerable position.
Standing knees.
Standing over the knees and Jack Perry's knees.
Yeah, but with Jack Perry being hurt, wouldn't that hurt your own knees?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, literally using your knees to block a move is a Pyrrhic move because no matter what, you're still hurting yourself in the process. Who knees are more banged up here, though, in this match? I still see the jury's out on Jack Perry. Again, Jack Perry and Speedball slowly capitalize here. Oh, man! Big thrust kick. Rocking Jack Perry in the corner. Tornado kick connects. Jack Perry tried to block it. But he still was able to connect. Now Speedball got Jack Perry and the drops it off the second rope. Went for ultimate weapon. I tweaked the knee. Jack Perry, great scouting, hobbling for it. Matrix escape off that thrust kick. Oh! And Perry going savage. The Speedball caught. Backdrop suplex cover, hook the single leg. And White got it.
Dude, he like did like a Olympic slam, like a different version of it.
Well, a one-legged man in ass kicking contest. One here tonight. Jack Perry is finally on the board with 3 points. Speedball stays at 6 with the rest of the field in a 4-way tie.
Is that Lucha Santa?
The biggest Santa Claus I've ever seen, but Santa Claus probably goes beyond prehistoric times. I don't know. JJ's the Christmas historian here.
Lucha Claus.
Bloody fucking hell.
Okay. We saw a dude on the Revolver show called Amazonga.
Amazonga. Oh, look,
I want Amazonga to join the Jurassic Express.
What the fuck, JJ?
Dude, when you go and you take a look at this guy, you tell me he wouldn't fit in, dude. Amazonga and Luchasaurus could be the tag team and Jack could be the single star.
I'll take
and then you've got a new trio in the division as well.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
All right. Well, while you're trying to rearrange the trios division and we got Lucha Claus sending out gifts, we go to a commercial break because that's the worst gift other than the Grange Fuck Television. That's coming up next in the Kingston versus Nathan Cruz. All right. Well, first off, good match. Good opening bout.
Is he a fan of fire trucks? What was that about?
What's that?
Is he a fan of fire trucks? What was that about?
I mean, a fire truck is a typical toy you give somebody on Christmas, I guess, or a young boy. I don't know. I don't have all the answers for you. I'm a wrestling fan, not a freaking Christmas historian. Oh, bloody hell. Most of the time, Christmas gimmicks in freaking wrestling are so undermined, it's ridiculous. Unless you get like a candy cane wrapped in barbed wire. That's the type of gift I don't mind seeing used on somebody. Thank you, by the way, to Timeless Love Bombs and the Mega Promise for that hardcore holiday death match. That was fucking fun. What can I say? I'm a masochist for violence. That's the gift I want this holiday season. I want violent, competitive wrestling.
You're such a chill, peaceful guy, and then you love violence.
Well, it depends really on who's delivering it and where the situation, calls for it. Again, there's a wild side to me. I just don't bring it out that often. But depending on what brings the passion out of me, you'd be surprised what you see. Again, good to see Safed also in the chat. Good to see everybody here also in the chat as we, of course, continue our coverage of the Continental Classic. Here's the updates for you. Jack Perry at 3, Pac, Speedball, Fletcher, Okada all at 6, Kevin Knight at 3, but Kevin Knight has a huge chance to join the field and a 5-way tie if Kevin Knight beats Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada tonight. Keyword if. Again, don't rule out Kevin Knight. That's all I gotta say.
That's a big capital I and capital F, though.
Well, he already faced him earlier in Detroit this year, but they hurt people. He got assaulted by the Hurt Syndicate, so we don't know what Kevin Knight can do at 100% against Kazuchika Okada. And is anyone truly 100% at this point during the Continental Classic? Again, round one tournament is a marathon, not a sprint. So you literally got to keep both your mind and body in check. Jon Moxley put it very simple last week after his hard-fought win against Roderick Strong and how it brings out the best of everybody. Simple formula. You win or you lose. That's it. We'll see about that. Anyway. And, of course, JJ right now is preparing things for those festivities that Safed's talking about. So, we got a bit of a commercial break. JJ, why don't you give a programming note towards tonight? Because your commercial is far more important than anything I can see on this big screen. If you want to unmute. Again, folks, he works. Multitask. He's focused. And shout out, by the way, to JJ, Ryan Fish, and James for their coverage of Wrestling Revolver last night. Go ahead, brother. Gotcha. Uno momento, por favor. So, just looking at this, Walter, I mean, let's look at this real quick again. Okada's got 2 matches left, and both of them are the Jet Speed members, ironically enough. His final block match will be against Speedball Mike Bailey. Of course, Kyle Fletcher, his final match will be against Jungle Jack Perry. And the bastard, Pac, he still has 2 matches left. So, honestly, Pac's got the best chance next to Okada to be the leader of the Gold League by the end of this.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm unmuted. But so yeah, make sure you guys tune in later on this evening for the 4th annual Christmas karaoke spectacular here from the Simply Reliable Studios.
There we go.
All of us are going to be making asses of ourselves, singing our favorite holiday chestnuts, just like Noah Foster here. Maybe we'll get him to do the Heat Miser song. His name comes up because I know that when once he was a wee lad, he enjoyed the year without Santa Claus.
And I enjoy Eddie Kingston about to beat some mother effer in the ring as we go back into AEW Collision Holiday Bash for the singles affair, Eddie Kingston versus Nathan Cruz. A man that literally says, this is all I have. I don't know tomorrow. Yeah. Young veterans. Of course, the Grizzly Young Veterans, Nathan Cruz, have been a trio across the UK scene. And attacking a kid before the bell, referee not seeing what's happening behind him. Choking out with that scarf. Liverpool's #1.
Really quickly, the reason why I didn't unmute when you asked me to is because I went back to Triller to get a screen cap. This is Amazonga.
Okay, fair enough. Good Lord, that's a big dude.
But look at him, even with the green and the black and everything, like he totally looks like he would fit in with the Jurassic Express.
Prehistoric caveman, more prehistoric than Jack Perry. Prehistoric Samoan almost. I can see it probably. Evolution, though, might have passed him by. And the evolution of Eddie Kingston's attitude and, of course, his driven mentality to professional wrestling has not wavered, despite the fact he's literally coming off injury after 18 months. Not to mention competing tonight after losing to Samoa Joe just literally last week, Wednesday, on Dynamite. Winter is coming. Oh, neighbor Cruz! Damn! Nobody home for Cruz there except his uprights on the second rope. Kingston looking to follow up here. And Kingston said that I just keep going. Every match, you live and you learn from wins or defeat. Humble in victory, humble in defeat. So I'm just going to come over here. I'm just looking for a fight. And Nathan Cruz was the willing participant to answer. Whether or not he regrets that remains to be seen.
Don't forget
from
that
the Kingston England area.
That's steel cable.
About to say. And look at James Drake and Zach Gibson distracting referee Brandon Martinez. Nathan Cruz trying to capitalize here. Schoolboy deep roll up and 2 count. And able to kick out. Big exploder by the Mad King, King of the Bums. Inaugural AEW Continental Classic Champion. DT! Shoots the half. Cover. 2. That's it. Same DDT that dropped Katsuyori Shibata on his head and got Kingston his first win back in that singles exhibition. So far, the Kingston returning for that injury in strong form. Now I want to see him face Zach Gibson. Well, hell of a Continental Classic tournament's been so far, by the way, as we look back at what's brought us here. Go ahead, Walter.
That was a match. That was quick.
Well, exactly. Eddie Kingston today was looking for a fight. Nathan Cruz answered, and Nathan Cruz got dropped on its head. Simple as that.
That was about as fast as unwrapping the gift. Like, jeez.
Depends on the gift you're unwrapping, and it's who wraps it, by the way. Because some people don't know how to wrap a gift. Let's just call it as we see it. Anyway, for those that are wondering, the score points you're seeing right here, highlights from this past Wednesday. Figure for those that tune our coverage again. First screen joins Kathy beat Matt Scalderada. John Moxley beat Roderick Strong. And again, catching Mascara out of the ropes into that crucifix was brilliant. And of course, the bastard Pac in his homecoming beat the protostar Kyle Fletcher. The thing Kyle Fletcher won his block last year. And despite the fact he's locked in a 4-way tie, there's still a chance Kyle Fletcher may not even make it to the semifinals this year. Still anybody's game except Roderick Strong. And now we change fees to the CEO on our screen, defending the Rep Pro Undisputed British Heavyweight Championship. JJ, be a good boy.
I am going to be good. I just hope that Santa realizes how good I've been this year.
How good have you actually been?
He gives me the gift of Mercedes losing 2 more championships.
How good have you actually been this year, JJ? Be honest with me and yourself.
I have been a pretty good boy this year. I'm not going to say I've been perfect. I'm not going to say I've been an angel. But I'd say I've been about 75% good.
All right, fair enough. That's a C. I'll go at passing. Repping Aubrey Evers for this contest. Let's hear it for Aubrey.
I'm trying to think of who the hell would answer this open challenge.
Well, I gave you a list of names. We're in the UK. She said she wanted an open challenge for the Red Pro Undisputed British Women's Championship from somebody from the area. And I gave you notable names for Pro Wrestling Eve and, of course, Rev Pro. For those that are wondering, by the way, she has been champion since January 5th. It's her second longest reigning title at 346 days. And tonight will mark her 5th defense, overcoming Kanji, Sapphire Reed, Emerson J, and Rico. Yes! How about that? Perfect!
Oh, we got a new champ. I think you're getting your gift.
Alex Windsor, the most notorious undisputed British Women's Heavyweight Champion in Rev Pro history. 2 runs, her inaugural run, 769 days. Mrs. Bruv, not to mention one of the toughest challengers earlier this year in Philly to Mercedes Moné's TBS Championship. We saw her Red Velvet there in a rematch against Mercedes Moné.
She looked bigger than her husband.
Alex Windsor, also known as Liberty, from, of course, the Hassenburg, Norfolk, England area. 16 years involved in this game. Trained by Jason Cross, Ricky Knight, and Zach Knight. And, of course, notoriously known out of Rev Pro and Pro Wrestling Eve.
Okay.
Ricky Knight and Zach Knight, part of Soraya's family, if I'm not mistaken.
Very good, JJ. That's correct.
Oh, God.
Come on, Windsor!
I know he's recovering, but I need her to win, and I need Bruv to come out in front of the home crowd and hug her. Like, congratulations.
They see Aubrey Everett's holding out both pieces of the undisputed British Women's Heavyweight Championship. This is going to be a great match, though. I can tell this is going to be good. Again, we don't have to like the character, but we know Moné can go bell to bell in the ring. And here we go, guys.
Is she mocking the UK flag with her gear?
You know, we are in the land of the Union Jack. God save the Queen. In this case, Jade is like down with this Queen. It's Windsor falls. Oh, it runs into a boot. This title going all the way back to the inaugural
We do not use the term queen when describing Mercedes. She is a spoiled princess.
Fair enough, but we are in England, and England has a queen.
They also have princesses.
Let her be a queen, and hopefully Windsor will be off with her head.
Well, right? Forever champion. Short range clothesline cover up in the far leg. 1 count. Don't forget, guys, regardless of this match, Mercedes and Athena will be challenging the Babes of Wrath for the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championships at World's End.
That's still right now. How they're even partners after the beef they had.
Through. At the end of the day, if you want gold, you're going to do whatever it takes. And again, Mercedes been able to get inside the ropes, taking advantage of the rising knee strike. Mercedes Moné is the 10th undisputed British Women's Heavyweight Champion. And Rep Pro history running me in the apron. It's Windsor with the roll through.
That was very slick by Windsor. I like the way she did that.
Again,
I haven't seen a whole lot of Alex Windsor. That was impressive.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
And of course, AEW Revolution coming to the Staples Center in Los Angeles.
Yeah,
I have been looking into tickets. I might actually go.
Well, either way, we'll be covering it, folks. The first pay-per-view 2026 for AEW and the start of the 2026 AEW League. Oh, man, playing on the floor.
Dude, she pretty much did a blue thunder bomb without the switch.
The way work goes this month, I get an extra check, so I might be able to afford a ticket to that.
It's AEW, you should be able to afford it. They don't gouge prices like that.
Well, it still counts.
That's fair. I saw sections in the 100s seats for like $70, so I might do that.
There you go. That's not a bad price at all. More bang for your buck. Mercedes Moné out of the corner, up and over though.
Especially with AEW pay-per-views going almost 5.5 hours when you count the 0 hour. The tailgate brawl, excuse me.
Yeah, quality versus quality, though. You pick and choose what you want to sit during, you know. But again, AEW pay-per-views, they do not miss. And fortunately, Mercedes did not miss with that running knee. Will Alex Windsor receive the gift for the Red Pro Undisputed Bruiserweight Championship? Stay tuned. Wrestle Quiet Picture in Picture. Fuck television.
The gift will be ours if she gets that.
I'm going to jump out of my chair and freaking yell at the top of my lungs if she does that because I've been a fan of Alex Windsor for years since Pro Wrestling Eve. And formerly, of course, an Eve International Champion. The British Undisputed Red Pro Women's Championship, folks, goes all the way back to Ginny, one wife of the leading General Gunther, might I add. Jamie Hayter, Zoe Lucas, Michelle Shaw, of course, Windsor, and Dave Luna and Nina Shirakawa were the previous champions in this title's legacy, first established in 2018. And of course, like I said, Alex Windsor, most notoriously known out of Pro Wrestling Eve. At one point, though, her career was literally stuck in injury, overcoming a devastating knee injury to come back and win that championship. And if Alex Windsor, I just want to put this out here, by the way, Alex Windsor has not even been all elite for even half a year yet. Put that in perspective. Because her last match in Pro Wrestling Eve was against, of course, Jamie Hayter and the now, once again, IWGP Women's Champion, Suri, before she became all elite. We also, of course, saw Windsor and Rico in the opening. Will you get that freaking comment off? Will you all freaking mature? We, of course, saw Rico and Alex Windsor in the opening rounds of the AEW Women's Tag Team Championship Tournament, losing to the timeless Love Bombs. Did you just say Hot Pocket? What the fuck was that?
No, he said Twad Waffles.
Oh, bloody hell. Here we go. Sorry. Now we go back into the ring for women's action. Sorry. Right now, it's set back to the ring. Jamie Hayter versus Isla Dawn.
Hopefully they give them a good amount of time.
I'm sure they will. From Southampton, England, and this is a first time ever one-on-one encounter. Jamie Hayter, of course, former UK native, also a former Pro Wrestling Eve Women's Champion, might I add. And there you see that beautiful graphic. Jamie Hayter will challenge Chris Statlander for the AEW Women's World Championship at World's End.
I mean, this
Gotta pick one, Noah.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I'll remember later. Nope.
I mean, this could have been Nixon Newell's spot.
Well, if someone learned to be professional, maybe it would be. As we got Isla Dawn making her way to the ring. 7 Wicked this way comes in the White Witch. I love Isla Dawn. Ha, ha, ha. What is this? The new freaking thing we do in our commercials now? Freaking short somebody calls when you think you got the better of me? Bloody hell. All right, whatever.
No, not necessarily something for commercials, but I did take a dead channel of mine that I had, and I turned it into Simply Reliable Shorts. So I am going to start going through and clipping shorts from our calls and posting them on there. So,
well, Lord knows you guys have tried plenty of times to break me, or you've broken yourselves. So I'm sure you got plenty of content that. Will you stop that? I'm sure y'all got plenty of content there, but nonetheless, we'll see what happens as we go back here at AEW Collision Holiday Bash to see if the Rep Pro Undisputed British Women's Championship will change hands. Alex Windsor has the opening challenge of Mercedes Moné. Going for the three amigas. Well, again, we know that her idol is Eddie Guerrero. And again, coming up this Wednesday on AEW Dynamite 34th Street, face-to-face interview with Chris Statlander, AEW Women's World Champion, and Jamie Hayter. Very curious what words they share regarding Jamie Hayter. Hit Chris with a hater raid inadvertently, quote unquote, last week on Dynamite. Oh, the headbutt! Damn!
That's one of the few things I respect about Mercedes is that her hero was Eddie.
And of course, me and Shirakawa will take on Maria Shafir. Also, next week, Christmas night, Christmas Collision. There's a rap and tag team action ahead of defending the titles next week, Saturday. Again, we see, of course, Mercedes Moné lost her first title this year, losing to Red Velvet, the Ring of Honor Women's World Television Championship. Sidestep, get to the spine, get the boots up. Nice draping net breaker there. Of course, Tiger just hands me a pinfall or submission inside the ring. Shout out to Francesca, by the way. DDT! Who did the announcing for Ring of Honor. Of course, the voice of Rev Pro ring announcing.
That was a freaking Randy-esque draping DDT.
Now trying to step over the sharpshooter, comes to the head, inside cradle, kick out at 2. Immediately into the Moné statement. Trying to make a statement here tonight out of one of the best in the UK. Rope right there, mere inches away, Mercedes Moné rolling her away, changing direction. Relinquishes a grip though. Windsor able to hoist her up. Oh, traveling a crucifix bomb, but didn't go for the cover.
I think she hurt her enough with it that she didn't even need the cover. That was almost like instead of like a defensive cover, that was an offensive maneuver, the way she made her land on her neck.
Follow Meteora, back press, look at the far leg, and 2 count on Alex Windsor. We've seen, though, the frustration pouring out of Mercedes Moné, though, since, honestly, she lost to Chris Statlander for, of course, the AEW Women's World Championship. And what a smashing night it will be if Alex Windsor wins. Speaking of which, we'll be covering New Year's Smash Wednesday, December 31st, folks. Stay tuned for more on that. The final Dynamite and Wrestling show of the calendar year 2025 before we cheers to 2026.
Can you believe that this year's almost over?
Yeah, I was telling my mom about it earlier. It's crazy to think how much time has flown by. It's Windsor trying for the tornado DDT. Block Mercedes Moné out of that maneuver, though. Big forearm smashes. Purchase Mercedes Moné. Of course, Alex Windsor coming up a great win against Nina Samuels, longtime former tag partner and, of course, rival. Last night on Ring of Honor. Big headbutt. Again, using her head, quite literally. Oh, man! Avalanche Blue Thunder Bomb, but neither woman right now able to capitalize. Alex Windsor trying to go for something else here. Crawls away from the ropes, pulls the cover, hook on the far leg, a kick out at 2. Damn it.
What a surprise. A Blue Thunder Bomb did not get the victory.
Shut the fuck up, Chiggy. He can't help himself. Can't freaking help himself. Gotta pull my button. There's another short for you folks. Every time I say that, he has the damn follow-up. Do a compilation of that. Backstabber off the elbows. Again, back in the statement maker. That grip underneath the jawline and all her body weight into the lower spine of Alex Windsor here, Walter. Dangerous situation for the challenger.
She better stretch out.
Trying to turn the opposite direction to go to the ropes. Last time these two faced each other one-on-one for the TBS Championship. The bout went for 15 minutes. Rolling her back towards center. But now it's Windsor. Step over already! Up kick. Sends Windsor off the ropes. Jackknife follow-up. Mercedes Moné hooking up Windsor. Who fights back body. Drops, sits in the cover. Cover. Kick out again at one. Unable to grab the legs. Now up for the Moné maker. Counter. Step. Windsor transitioning. Oh, able to carry the cover. Two.
Merry fucking Christmas to me. 2 more belts off of Mercedes Moné.
Alex Windsor is a 3-time Red Pro Undisputed British Women's Champion.
Nice.
Moné in shock. In front of her family, in front of her countrymen and women, Alex Windsor, the former face of Red Pro, returns home and claims the gold. Ho, ho, ho. Incredible moment here for Alex Windsor as Mercedes Moné, to JJ's point, loses again. Congratulations to the 11th Undisputed Red Pro British Women's Champion, Alex Windsor.
Thank you, Santa. He does exist.
Is that her kid?
Yep, that's her kid. That's Harry. There's their son. Will Ospreay's got to be so damn proud of his wife. Feel good moment right there.
The ghost of
Mother
Christmas
and a
past
child.
just came back and gave Mercedes a reality check.
Right.
Gets us all eventually. Watch out, kid.
I humbug that bitch.
Look how happy Aubrey Edwards is even for that. What a touching moment. That's what the holidays is all about.
You know, I talk a lot of shit about Mercedes.
Have we got a commercial break? Fuck television.
A lot of it I feel justified. But that smile she gave sitting on the edge of the ring warmed me a little bit.
Mm.
It was very reminiscent to Charlotte outside of the ring smiling when Rhea beat her at WrestleMania.
Exactly, brother.
So I'm not going to say it's a Christmas miracle and I'm going to stop harassing Mercedes Moné because fuck that shit. But that warmed my heart just a little bit.
Well, I'm extremely happy. I got my freaking moment of the night. Alex Windsor is once again the Red Pro British Women's Champion. Fuck yes! Oh, the world feels like it's finally becoming normal and restoring itself. And again, congrats to Mercedes Moné, an incredible run with the title, almost 350 days. She literally almost held it for a year. I'm just curious now who's going to face her for it. Emerson K, Sky Smithson, Sapphire Reed, who in AEW might come after it? Mina Shirakawa. I'm just waiting to see. And again, folks, you want to see more moments like that in a short, which I'm sure is going to be captured because I probably blew out freaking my headset. I don't know if my voice was caught or not. Go check out the newest member of the Speedball Studios extended family, the Studio Shorts channel. Who's got the shorts? We got the shorts. And JJ will be the guy that will keep bringing that to life more than Evanescence song by Amy Lee. I read an interesting article about that song the other day, too. Congratulations again, though, to Alex Windsor, the new Undisputed Women's British Heavyweight Champion. I'm so damn fucking happy. And
We've got that song on rotation at work now. It just got added like a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, nice. And Darren G saying, holy shit, new champ. And King of Heco Mundo 9394 says, Windsor! It's crazy how Mercedes was getting a lot of heat, especially from the same people that have been bashing Tony Khan AEW constantly about the belt she carried. Now you understand the story. We all, well, I'm not going to speak for everybody, but ladies and gentlemen of the congregation known as the Simple Liable Studios viewership family, I'd like to pay your attention to this simple man who's been following All Elite Wrestling since day one without any sort of real criticism towards the talent there. When it comes to the hindsight of bringing the best out of competition and pushing forward, of course, professional wrestling while bringing a bigger identity to partners versus seizing what they coveted. Man, it took a long damn time, but hell, Alex Windsor once again got the cornerstone of her career, the Rep Undisputed British Heavyweight Championship, and I fucking love it. Again, well, I mean, Stephanie Valkyria, yeah, she went to WWE for 70, hell of a match. Walter might make her a mamacita sooner rather than later if he goes back and watch that match for how close she was.
Stephanie?
Of course, winner of the CMLL Grand Prix this year. Red Velvet, of course, who just won back her freaking Ring of Honor Women's World Championship Championship, and arguably the best match of her young career. And boy, does she bring the freaking heat and spice and everything nice. And now we have Alex Windsor. So the question is, which title next and who? I guess we'll find out soon enough. And are we on the verge of a new champion and face of TBS in the new year too? And
you know,
well,
AEW had the chance to do it. You know that?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
It's the Christmas. No, check it. It's the Christmas season, right?
Yes, it's the
You should have did 12 days of Christmas. She had 12 belts. You should have made her lose the title every day, every week for like the 12 days of Christmas type thing.
12 days of Christmas. On the freaking
That would be awesome.
The 12th day of Christmas, JJ got to see Mercedes Moné lose a title again. And
on TV. You had to say on TV. Make it right.
I'm not, look, listen, I'm not a freestylist, all right? I'm a commentator, damn it. But I know I'm going to commentate the hell out of this fatal four-way thanks to MJF coming back into the picture. And again, MJF is justified in why he's doing this. Since day one, Double or Nothing 2019, May 25th, Heyman and Page called MJF a coward. Always has, always will. Took every shortcut possible. Now MJF looks to make Seabiscuit pay and hurt him where it hurts the most. Proving him wrong and taking the title from him. At World's End 2000 and freaking 23, freaking MJF lost the AEW Men's World Championship, of course, to Samoa Joe. And, of course, Swerve Strickland created a dynasty of Samoa Joe in that following year in 2024. But Swerve Strickland had to come into MJF's house to do it. And we'll see how that all leads out at World's End next Saturday on the 27th as we get ready for more Continental Classic action. And our main event. I told you it was only going to be an hour. And again, folks, thank you for tuning in so much, as always, to us. Please let us forget, comment, tell a friend. We want to dictate the conversation outside what is currently on the screen. Super chat, pay by the passions. It's as simple as that. Or during Fuck Television commercial breaks, we will definitely acknowledge more of your freelance thoughts and give our own 2 cents towards it. Kevin Knight, of course, who's facing Kazuchika Okada for the second time ever in his illustrious career. Please face him earlier this year for the Continental Championship. And, of course, Kevin Knight is right now looking to play spoiler in Okada ascending on top of the block, being the reigning and defending Continental Classic champion, while Kevin Knight looks to make this a freaking 5-way tie at 6 points. Of course, Don Callis, fuck Don Callis, on commentary.
5-way tie, that's going to be crazy.
Not to mention, Kazuchika Okada, reigning and defending champion, will only have 1 match left to clinch his spot in the semifinals. Speaking of which, Rainmaker!
I will never get tired of you doing that, Noah.
And I would never stop doing it as long as Okada wrestles and freaking exists in my professional wrestling scene on my screen.
I still remember the first to shenanigans, and you were some New Japan shit, and you just randomly Rainmaker, and everyone just fucking stopped.
It broke all of you in that for some damn reason. I was watching freaking I can't remember. I think it was The New Beginning. But anyway, Kazuchika Okada, pound for pound, the best modern-day tournament wrestler compared to Masahiro Chono, looking to surpass him for 6 former tournament wins. And reigning defending Continental Classic champion, current AEW Unified champion, which of course merged the legacies of the AEW Continental and the AEW International Championship that you see him wearing around his waist. Continental champion now for 640 days since being a Kingston first for that title back in March 2023. Unified champion and international champion for 161 days. And of course, everyone's been putting Okada as the favorite to win the block. Bell rings are underway. Again, folks, 20-minute time limit, 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw. Everyone's banned from ringside, or if they get involved, they are fired from AEW. And right now, then switch exchange here. Again, you see the schedule coming up for next week. Not only AEW Dynamite 34th Street, but Christmas Collision. Freshly squeezed Orange Cast, and newest hostilities with John Moxley, a man he took the AEW National Championship from. And the Alpha Ganoze Takeshita goes one-on-one against Mascara Dorada. And that Christmas Collision, folks, starts 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Christmas night. Also, Claro Castagnoli goes one-on-one with Roderick Strong. Talk about Ring of Honor. Dropped down by Kevin Knight, Okada. Ooh, the agility. But for the arm drag. And, of course, Kazuchika Okada will have his final match in round robin action against fellow Jet Speed member Speedball Mike Billy, another man he also faces here and beat. Drop kick standing together, stalemate. And Pac, the bastard, goes one-on-one with Kevin Knight. Wednesday and Thursday are going to keep us completely busy with Continental Classic action. I love it. Of course, those matches will lead to who actually goes to World's End. And Jungle Jack Perry, I imagine Jungle Jack Perry beats Kyle Fletcher. Kyle Fletcher could be eliminated. Okada, of course, so methodical as High-End and Maya World will take on the Bears of Rap also in tag team action. Shout out to Mission Pro Wrestling and two Texas well-recognized names.
I'm surprised Okada can keep up with the speed of Knight.
Well, the thing about Kazuchika Okada, he loves to try and turn the match to his pace. Into his pace. Okada's, of course, timing and, of course, his mental fortitude for this game. And Kevin Knight over the top. Well, lands on his feet. Okada just steps out of the way. Just pulled a Samoa Joe. Nope. A strong spirit test here as both men are willingly asking for the forearm exchange. Kazuchika Okada, of course, record-setting 7-time IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, who will face Rush Tanahashi in his final match, January 4th at Wrestle Kingdom 20. Double count out here would give each man 1 point, by the way, but technically that would put Okada at the top of the block.
That was funny with Kevin Knight stealing his fuck you thing.
I'm about to say, sometimes you gotta beat Okada psychologically, not physically. And again, Okada knows what Kevin Knight's capable of. He's seen his work. Okada inviting the contact here. Test of strong spirit, of course. Tokon, endorsed by Antonio Inoki. Okada, of course, who pretty much channels Inokiism. A son of it, if I'm being perfectly honest here. And of course, Kevin Knight disciplined out of the LA dojo. Okada disciplined out of the New Japan dojo. Went on excursion in Mexico. Again, 4-way tie for first place. I don't think I've seen that in the Continental Classic yet. And this is the third Continental Classic. Uh-oh. Whoa. Whoa, he jumped over the freaking Rainmaker Lariats.
The hops of Kevin Knight on that, dude. That was fucking phenomenal there.
Like I said, Kevin Knight's got greatest hops in AEW, and I don't know how he does it besides just tall length.
What are they doing?
Well, right now, both men are just trying to take each other down as they back each other up on opposite sides of the ring. Rick Knott's calling for the reset here. Oh, wait a minute. Okada and Kevin Knight both on the... No way. And, yeah. Come on, Kevin Knight.
Okada's smart. That was funny.
It looked like they were going to recreate the Logan Paul Ricochet spot, but Okada was like, no.
I'm about to say, Okada springboarding off the top rope. What the fuck would I be living in?
Yeah,
Okada,
right
Kevin Knight,
dude, I'm a little bit sad. I'm a little bit sad that Kevin Knight left TNA and we can't get Kevin Knight and Javon Evans.
Well, we got Kevin Knight, Kazuchika Okada, which is just as good. The Continental Classic continues. The Wrestle Quiet picture-in-picture. Fuck television.
Kevin Knight, Leon Slater, Javon Evans would be a hell of a match.
Triple threat.
I'll give you that. Kevin Knight
and a hell of a trio at that.
That's a trio. That's a triple threat match I actually would care about. Why I think triple threat has been overworked, exhausted, SERP this year.
Those three versus the Rascals.
That's a 6-man tag win happened in a freaking.
Which three? Which three of the Rascals? Who are you leaving out?
Get the midsection.
Because there's 4 Rascals.
Yeah, I don't know who to leave out with that, to be honest.
Or do you add Speedball into the match? That way you can do a 4-on-4.
I'd say you had Speedball because jet speed. Oh my god!
If you had to sit one out, I'd probably sit Myron Reed out.
Yeah.
I mean, straight out fire.
Just because wasn't he the last one to join the Rascals?
Mm-hmm.
Technically, yes.
So that would be because he basically joined because Dez got signed to the E, right?
Yes.
So so if I had to sit one out, I'd probably sit Myron out since he's the newest Rascal.
Well, new versus old, this formula, that formula. We'll see what works the best, honestly, whenever your fantasies come to life. But we also got to see if Kevin Knight can figure out how to beat Kazuchika Okada here and give us another WTF moment. Kazuchika Okada, of course, who hasn't lost a match since his opening bout against Kyle Fletcher. Effort to high flyer versus, of course, a grounded hybrid wrestler. Watch Dev 9446. You're not wrong. And a flat. Oh, man. I thought it was going to be a flapjack turn to a body drop. Again, folks, take a look at this madness. If Kevin Knight wins, he will turn into a 5-way tie. Covered by Okada, lateral press, and a 2 count. If Kazuchika Okada wins, he will lead the block at 9 with only one match left against Speedball Mike Bailey. Bloody crazy.
Shout out to Dev from the Russell Collective in the chat, one of the hosts of Queens Road, which is a show you can see once a month on the Russell Collective YouTube channel.
And of course, great friends here of the Simply Reliable Studio. So appreciate him for tuning in. We appreciate you all for tuning in. That continue to allow the passion, the coverage, of course, to persist and pursue. So again, if you haven't already, because we're talking about them, follow them today on the X and on YouTube, Wrestling a Collective. Dub CW, Dub C Worldwide. Also, shout out to Rock and Ropes as well, who's always causing chaos on the X in and out of spaces. As of course, Kazuchika Okada right now, former leader of Chaos, factory store started by Shinsuke Nakamura, in control right now of his opponent, Kevin Knight. Second ever one-on-one match with these two men. Last time these two went one-on-one went only for 9 minutes and 35 seconds due to Kevin Knight, of course, being assaulted by the Hurt Syndicate prior to the bell. Earlier this year in Detroit for the AEW Continental Championship back in May. And right now, chinlock being applied by the Rainmaker. And of course, Walter, the last Christmas gift he's asking for is friggin' Okada versus Takeshita. And of course, Takeshita right now is a leader of his block.
That would be a better gift than Mercedes losing the title.
I don't know if there's the only gift for me that's better than Mercedes losing championships tonight is the fact that Thea Hale is the NXT Women's North American Champion. Fluke, no fluke, botch, no botch, don't give a damn. That's the only thing that's better for me than watching Mercedes lose 2 belts here tonight. Thea Hale is a champion finally.
And again, Kevin Knight, the only thing he wants to do is overcome the Rainmaker and join the field of decided 6.
I hope they swerve us because everybody's thinking Blake's just going to win the title back to correct the botch. I hope they swerve her and let her retain on New Year's Evil.
Seriously, because if we're being real, Blake is ready for the main roster, and the main roster needs an influx of fresh, young women. Let Thea hold the title and bring Blake up like the Raw after Mania. Let her get the Rumble appearance and have her debut on the main roster the Raw after Mania. She doesn't need another championship reign with the North American title.
Nice jumping short range lariat by Kevin Knight, wiping out Okada, kipping up back into action, jet ready to fly. In the semifinals, literally less than actually they are a week away because today is Saturday. I'm so weird calling
Saturday.
Scoop slam again so far on the card. AEW Women's World Championship. Chris Statlander versus Jamie Hayter. Nice splash.
You gotta pick one, Noah.
Stay tuned for Silly Predicting to get my thoughts on that, folks. And
I was thrown off by the days too. Like I'm used to boxing being on Saturday. The Jake Paul fight was yesterday on a Friday. I was like all thrown off.
The freaking holidays have to throw everything on tailspin.
Look, I know Simply Predicting is your bread and butter. It is your thing. But God damn it, I'm making an executive decision. You are going first on Statlander and Jamie Hayter.
Fine.
You are speaking before everybody else on that match. Damn it, I am putting you in the hot seat.
Okay, JJ, fine. And I will say also sorry when once again I prove everybody right. In the meantime, Kevin Knight literally stun gun gut first in the top rope. Okada hooking the head with a neck breaker over the leg. Again, half the allowed time that has expired. You heard Arcady said 10 minutes have gone by. Again, this goes to 20 minutes. Both men will get 1 point. Okada will lead with 7, while Kevin Knight will be at 4. Again, Kazuchika Okada, record 4-time winner of the G1 Climax, looking to drop the elbow through the heart of Kevin Knight.
And we've come close, but there's been no ties this year.
Wait for it. Cameraman, get ready for my watch out riff. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Cheeky bastard! And of course, Kazuchika Okada, who has literally broken not only trees with that Rainmaker layup, but the arm of Bryan Danielson, who still he lost to.
There needs to be a British wrestler named Cheeky, and then you team him up. You team him up with Pac so they could be Cheeky Bastard.
I'm a product! 2.5 Cheeky Bastards. That's a tag team I need on my screen now in AEW. Thanks, Walter. And Kevin Knight, though, looking to soar here and stick the landing as he goes up to the top rope. I know Okada with a Yovo splash, but got the knees. Suckered him in on that one. Again, for those that have just now tuning in, this has been a special 1-hour AEW Collision. This is our main event. Of course, what happened so far, Jungle Jack Perry caught Speedball Mike Billy, got his first 3 points. And Speedball, of course, will stay at 6. While we also saw Twinza answer Mercedes next open challenge, become the brand new undisputed women's British heavyweight champion. Yay. For the 3rd time in their illustrious career. Eddie Kingston beat Nathan Cruz, and Kazuchika Okada and Kevin Knight right now are concluding things here in Gold League action. Kevin Knight looking to join the field of 6, making a 5-way tie, while Okada looks to lead the block. Rolls through. Short range Rainmaker. Not the full torque through it, though. Still maintaining.
That's why it's hanging on to him.
And slowly pulling him back up to his feet. Swing and a miss. Kevin out the ropes. Drop kick! It's freaking up less as Kazuchika Okada. Never ceases to amaze me. Here it comes. Kevin Knight. Push on the ropes. Drop kick by Kevin Knight. I think he got higher height than Okada did.
Drop kick for drop kick.
I mean, what can Kevin Knight not do at this point is the question.
Get the pin, apparently.
Well, he's trying. Oh, looking for Rainbow. Return to a DDT. Spot to Okada, and once again, not going for the cover. Possibly looking for that UFO splash. Or getting ready to fly off the top rope. Phenomenal! Lariat. Ducking down the outside, but the inside, cover the front leg at 2.5. Damn it. I want to see a 5-way tie. I just think that would be so nothing futz.
I know, me too.
I want to see this tournament be as cutthroat as possible on who actually goes to the semifinals. Screw the top seed. Who the hell's going to be second place?
Right. I think we're about to get coast to coast.
Well, we've seen him do this before. Remember, he does the Darby Allin. That's what caused Darby Allin out of this tournament. Catch him here with a drop kick. That's it. It's over. Calling through. Right with Cazadora. We're trying to roll through. Okada not letting it happen. And pulling him up with a wheelbarrow suplex. Straight out close to the
Oh, we know why he did that.
And now we're up the arm. Right way inside cradle, small package, shoot. Got him. I did it.
Yo, Kevin Knight. Yo, this has been the tournament of shocks this year.
That's another upset on the air right there, Walter. Kevin Knight just picked Kazuchika Okada, and we have a 5-way tie at 6 points in the Gold League.
Yo, what the?
Say it, what the fuck? Unbelievable.
6-6-6-6-6-6-3.
Folks, it is a deadlock. A 5-way tie at the top of the Gold League. I'll be damned. Kevin Knight joining the club at 6.
This is crazy.
I'll tell you one thing. Now Speedball My Billy has a chance to eliminate possibly the Rainmaker if he beats him. Okada, it's do or die possibly, at least to be on top. But either way, all the Continental Classic round robin matches, folks, will conclude next week on AEW Dynamite 34th Street and Christmas Collision. Kevin Knight soaring high, beating Okada. But for now, we're going to go ahead and ground ourselves and enjoy the rest of the day. And we'll see you tonight at 11 p.m. Standard Time as JJ hosts tonight's Christmas festivities. From Walter Cruz and JJ Wins and the Seminole Foster saying thank you all for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. And until later on, make a positive impact in life. Have a good night. Congratulations to Alex Windsor and Kevin Knight. Someone cut the damn feed. I can't fucking believe this.
I think JJ's got more to say. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
He had the finger out. And by the way, I gotta give Tony Khan credit. I gotta give him credit for this booking. This is just crazy. I've had now 3 shocks in this freaking tournament.
Right? Look at this crazy shit. Look at this.
And let's give it a minute. I don't want to cut the feed because he was holding up one finger, and I don't
didn't
know.
see that because I was building a new leaderboard, and I forgot Zero. So we'll wait on him again. Thank you so much to everyone that tuned in. Hope everyone has a great holiday season, a great Saturday, and a great evening. And again, stay tuned because we are going to continue to cover this live on Christmas Eve and Christmas night, one way or another. I know I am. I don't give a damn what the hell anybody else is doing. So
I'll be home for Christmas, so I got you. I'll be home for Christmas.
All right,
that was going to be my question. That's why I was holding the one finger up. With it being a Christmas collision, I was going to ask you if you were going to do it actually live on Christmas evening, or if you were going to maybe push it to the next day on delay. That way people, that are doing Christmas. I don't care either way. I will be home for Christmas. I should be able to participate, but I'm just trying to think about the fans, the viewers, and whatnot. So,
well, DVR exists for a reason, and YouTube might as well be the first form of DVR. So, as far as I'm concerned, we're doing that shit live. Damn it!
All right, I will make sure to schedule it accordingly. Then that was the main thing. That was why I was holding up the one finger.
Well, I was building the leaderboard, so I appreciate that, JJ, and I always appreciate you and Walter having fun with me on these calls. Again, folks, there's your correct graphic. Just look at that real quick before we conclude. Speedball My Belly and Okada is last match left for those two, while Kevin Knight and Kyle Fletcher is the last match left for those two men. And, of course, Kevin Knight already beat Kazuchika Okada. Kyle Fletcher lost to Speedball My Belly, so there could be possibly a jet speed semifinal here. And then, of course, we have the bastard Pac, of course, taking on freaking Jungle Jet Prairie. And Pac, of course, will conclude his run against Kevin Knight, while Jet Prairie, of course, will conclude his run against Kyle Fletcher. So, again, there's a lot up right now in the Gold League, but we'll see you all then. So, again, until tonight, 11 p.m. Standard Time, in a proper fashion, for the Mega Wrestling JJ Wins, Walter Cruz, for all of you that have fans of professional wrestling, one way or another too, thank you all so much. Keep tuning in, keep humble, keep enjoying wrestling, keep enjoying life. Until then, make a positive impact in said life. Have a good day, evening, or night. Now y'all can cut the fucking feed.